Hey Kentucky, it's Maggie Davis, and I'm here with the UK Rifle team to learn a little bit more about what makes these Wildcats so great.
We have 4 freshmen and 4 sophomores, 2 juniors and 1 senior, with one of the freshmen making a strong push for the Olympics this year, one of the sophomores making a strong push for the Olympics this year. Mary Tucker, who's one of our freshmen, she's done a phenomenal job so far. But even the other freshmen that we have that came in, when you see their work ethic and the things that they do, they've really elevated their game. And being as young as they are, I think the senior class last year and then a couple of years before that has really helped change the culture.
Who are some of the team's biggest rivals?
There's always West Virginia. You know, as I always say, you know, West Virginia has a gold mine in certain points because they have a lot of gold trophies, and unfortunately we have the silver mine where we have a lot of silver trophies.
I started in 4-H and I started shooting when I was 9, and then this kind of shooting has been 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to come here?
The rifle team was a big thing, but also the scientific programs and everything, because obviously school is going to be more important in the long run.
Right.
So just getting a good education, and there's a lot of support here, so that helped a lot.
How much have you seen just the culture around rifle as well as the technology around rifle change?
Technology has changed tremendously. In years past, you would shoot the paper target, you would turn the target in, and then you would accept the score, and if you didn't like it, you kind of challenged, you know, the scores a little bit. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose the challenge, where now with the electronic targets, you know instantaneously right where you're at.
You want to look at how your stance is.
I'm leaning the wrong way.
Yep, and then your hips, you want to have them pointing forward.
Okay.
There you go. So as you're doing, then you're going to bring the gun up. And you don't have to lock your legs, but just try to keep them more straight. So like, it's hard to see in my pants, but this leg isn't really bent, so you want to kind of keep them straight.
Gotcha.
So what you want to do is you want to try and relax. So even if you have to bring your head down, that's okay. You just want to relax. You don't want to use
I'm not good at that.
I know. I understand. You don't want to use any muscles, because when you use your muscles more, you're going to be more fatigued.
Gotcha.
So you want to try and just use your bone structure and just how you're already going to be in your position, kind of to be steady, I guess.
Gotcha.
So you keep this circle in the middle of this circle.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the little circle, you can probably see my finger.
Yeah.
That little circle, you want to put that dot in the middle of it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Trigger pull is a really big thing. So when depending on how you pull the trigger, can also depend on left, right, up, down, whatever. Because if you squeeze it, then it's going to get the whole gun and it'll mess up where you shoot. So that's a big thing we focus on, is how we pull the trigger. So we always tell ourselves, like, squeeze, don't jerk the trigger.
Gotcha. Am I doing it right?
Yep, you did. You shot it. You can see where your shot was.
Okay, I missed a little bit.
It's okay. It's hard. It's a lot harder than it looks.
No, it definitely is.
Oh, there you go. This is 1.
Yes, I got 1 point. Am I on the team? So you do that how many times in a match?
60.
60.
So in the match we do 60, but then you have a 15-minute sight and prep before, and usually I try to shoot 10 shots in that. We build our endurance, so usually we try to shoot over 60 shots, so that way when we do shoot the match, you're not exhausted and want to take a break, because when you get down, then you have to find your position again, you have to line up with the target, get everything else set up. So.
Gotcha, so once you're up, you want to stay up.
Yeah, if you can.
That one didn't feel as good.
2.
2?
Yes.
2 points. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're a great teacher.
Not a lot of people know, especially on a big campus where we're so known for football or basketball. We kind of can bring a different sport up to the table and show everyone how it's done.
They're as proud as you can be to wear Kentucky across their chest. And I think come the springtime, if we can harness the energy from that pride a little bit, we're going to see some cool things. So definitely come out and see us in the spring.
Well, as you can see, I didn't do quite well enough to make it on the team, but Coach says I can come back to practice tomorrow, keep working, and maybe I'll be ready for Tokyo 2020, or maybe Paris 2024. That's it for me.